Okay, I owe everybody an apology. I promised that I would post the videos of my matches from the Pan American Championships. And unfortunately, I didn't have anybody there to record my matches. So what I've had to do is find the matches online, which has taken some effort, and now basically record this video by basically recording the match off the online video feed. So I thought I was going to have somebody there at the Pan Ams recording my matches, and unfortunately I didn't. But I have two of the matches, and I'm going to do the first match that I was able to win by referee decision, and I will go ahead and start that match here. So I'm coming out, very excellent jiu-jitsu practitioner, and he will be my first match. I know his first name is James. I'm not sure what his last name. And we go. So we lock up, and we're looking for the takedown, and he pulls guard. So I'm in his closed guard, and now I'm trying to figure out how to pass his guard. And he has a really good closed guard. I'm doing a push choke here to try to open it, and I thought I might have some success with that as I stand up into the push choke, but instead of opening his guard, he basically just manages to push my hand off. So the push choke is one of the ways I use to just basically aggravate somebody, because you're not going to be able to tap a black belt out with a push choke inside their closed guard, but a lot of times you can aggravate them enough that they'll open their guard and attack you, and then I pass their guard using that. So throughout the match, you'll see me several times use the push choke. Right here, I'm just using an old school leg pressure. I'm unsuccessful at pushing his hips to the ground, which is what I need to put enough pressure to open his legs. And the challenge is when black belts compete, it's really hard to pass a black belt's guard. And that's what you're seeing here, is I'm trying to pass his guard, and he's not interested at all in opening his guard. So, it would have been much easier had he opened to either gone for an armbar or a kimura or a triangle or some kind of sweep, but he did not. He basically thought the match, he kept his guard closed and left me trying to figure out a way to open his guard in order to pass it. And so that was my challenge. And he's just got really good jiu-jitsu. And so as I'm trying to open, once again, everything from the push choke to just putting enough pressure on his legs to open up the guard. And you can see I'm getting ready to do a push choke again here and really stand up and put pressure in it, and he breaks my posture. And then now the ref is going to reset us into the middle, because we had gotten close to the sidelines. So he'll just give us a couple seconds to tie our belts, and then he'll put us back into the guard situation, the closed guard. And then, so I'm back in his closed guard, and my struggle is figuring out how to open up his guard. And like I said, he's got a very good closed guard, and he's very committed to keeping that guard closed. So I'm back trying to put pressure on his legs at an angle. I don't have a name for this pass. Although the way I'm doing the pass, might as well just call it garbage, because I'm just not able to get past his closed guard. So I'm back to putting pressure, and it is just not working. And like I said, that the challenge is black belts have outstanding closed guards, and in this case, he has an outstanding closed guard, and he's not opening it. His feet are open now, but he has my sleeve, and so I can't push his foot down, and boom, I'm back into his closed guard. I'm like, dang it. So I had high hopes, but it just didn't work. And time is running down, and I still find myself in his closed guard. So I tried the push choke, and then I tried an old school just backing up leg pressure. And what is going on in my mind now is, let's try something else. And so I believe I'm getting ready to try the Sao Paulo pass. It's like everything else I've done has not worked. So it's like, let's see if I can make the Sao Paulo pass work. And that should be coming up. And he's trying like an arm drag here, which is good technique on his part. And then he does open to try, but then I'm back into his closed guard. I'm like, So that's the joy of jiu-jitsu. And so now I'm in a position to do the Sao Paulo pass. And so I'm trying the Sao Paulo pass now, but I'm not totally committed to the Sao Paulo pass because you can see I haven't gone fully to my side. I am here, but I need to scissor my legs, but I'm not quite confident in scissoring my legs and not being swept. So that's where I'm at in this current match, is determining if I can pass with the Sao Paulo pass and getting his guard to open. And now I think I'm going to go back over and try the push choke in the opposite direction, which is what I'm not doing now. And then I ran out of time in the match. And so that's what I ended up with. It looked like my opponent, he believed that he had won the match, and now we are awaiting the referee decision because neither one of us had managed to score any points in the match. We just battled it out the whole match with me inside his closed guard. And then the referee makes his decision, which was that I had won the match. And what it came down to was, when a match happens and nobody scores, the referee has to make a decision on who he thought was more aggressive throughout the match and make a decision based on that. And so this is the first time I've ever won a match on... No, I take that back. I've won referee decision matches before. But twice I've been in the same position as my opponent, actually in the Pan Ams also, and where my opponent, I kept them in my closed guard the entire match. They were not able to pass my closed guard. And on both those occasions, I lost the match on a referee decision by not opening my closed guard and attacking, which is what my opponent James ended up experiencing here. The referee was just making a decision based off what the referee saw as to who was more aggressive in this. And it's totally subjective. So that's it for this match. Thank you all so much for watching. And then I am going to upload the next video of the match, my second match in the Pan Ams. And my second match, I ended up losing to submission. So I will upload that next. So thank you all so much. Ciao.